I got to meet the real Kobe too, right?
Mm.
Like, not the character Kobe, but
The
like the
nice
real
guy.
Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was faking with me, acting like he wanted to train, right? It was like,
What is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Jermaine Event, Main on MMA. Today we are checking out the GOAT, Mighty Mouse, just interviewed Joaquin Buckley. And judging off the interactions that I've seen personally, you guys are rather interested in Joaquin Buckley versus Colby Covington. So let's watch Joaquin Buckley. I mean, we're not going to watch this entire hour and a half interview, but we're going to let's look at the parts where they're talking about the fight with Colby Covington.
Okay, first off, how fast did it change between you going from Ian Gary, main event, and then you jump into Colby Covington? Because I was just in St. Louis with you, working out, and I hope you weren't holding any secrets away from me because, you know, I shared a little knowledge with you, and then you just, I go home, and it's like, oh,
right,
he gets matched
you know?
up. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, it just happened that fast, right? You know, the rumors were out there for a little minute, you know, surfing all over, you know, Twitter and surfing all over Instagram and stuff like that. So, you know, that news kind of, I'm like, nah, that can't be going on because, you know, yet again, I didn't sign a contract with my boy, you hear me? So, yet again, it's just like once it got announced, you know, I got a call from Hunter, you know, that yet again, they wanted to make a switch up happen and they made it happen.
Why
so,
do they do that? They constantly announce the fight. And then the fighters are like, I found out when everybody else found out. That's crazy.
It is what it is. UFC do what they want.
So, hang on one second. So you found out essentially from the rumors
craziness
that they were going to be switching.
I wonder when Colby found out. Colby's taking a short notice fight. Like, he's saying he found out when we found out. When did Colby find out that he was just fighting out of nowhere?
You, and then once, you know, the UFC called you, then that kind of like solidified the rumors were true, essentially.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You know, it's so funny, like how so many things happen in the mixed martial arts world in a company, and you have no say so, right? Like, you know, a long time ago, everybody was talking about like, oh, well, you didn't want pay-per-view points. Why would I want pay-per-view points when I can't dictate what's going to happen in my career, when I can dictate what card I'm going to be on, essentially? And I was the champion. So it's crazy for me to hear that you didn't have you basically found out online. Like, we both agree on it, right?
Well,
like,
I mean, that's the thing, though. You know, yet again, don't know whether it was fake news or somebody already coming up with it. But regardless, though, I got the call to confirm that, like, that was the move that they wanted to make. So at the end of the day, yet again, bro, the UFC gonna do what they do. They gonna put on the best fights that they feel like at the time. But they ain't pay me no difference. It's like, bro, I was willing to fight whoever. Like, even with me and Ian Gary already being booked, we was trying to get that shot cop fight because we already knew that Bilal was out. You hear me? So we was trying to make us change up ourselves. So, you know, at the end of the day, bro, it's not about who I fight, man, but just making sure that I'm ready and prepared for whoever, man. As long as I get paid, we good.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting to see that this matchup happened, because I honestly, when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is the easier matchup. And I'm going to get to why I think it's the easier matchup. Okay. The reason why I think it's the easier matchup is because Colby Covington does one thing. He just comes to fight, right? Like, if you go back and look at all his fights, you know, Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, all of them, Tyron Woodley, he just
Gary's
comes and fights.
defensive.
That's why I think it's an easier fight, because there's no guessing. You don't have to try to get across the void. You don't have to worry about any tricky shit. You're going to have a guy who's going to come out there and try to grind you out. Don't get me wrong. It's
no
still...
Yeah.
Yeah, no diddy. Just don't bring any Vaseline or lubrication. You're good to go, right?
No baby oil.
Yeah.
No baby oil, right?
But like, that's what you got to deal with. Like you said, it's the chaos, right?
Yes.
It is that person that's coming forward nonstop, and then that's what you're saying. Like, he gonna stay in your face at all times. He gonna make sure that he has a position where he got you up against the cage, where he's trying to take you down, and he's trying to just oppose his will. But the thing I like about this fight is that he is gonna come to. I ain't gotta hunt nobody down, you know. I ain't gotta go chasing after nobody, because with the Ian Gary fight, like you said, we're gonna have to try to find that in between and make our way into that void where, yet again, a lot of guys get caught there, right? But with the Colby Covington fight, I feel like, yet again, bro, if we can just meet right in the middle and go to work.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still a hard fight because he always comes in great condition. He always shows up. He always pushes the pace when he fights. But it's easier to like you said. There's no fucking guessing. It's like, okay, here we go. Like he's gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it. We're gonna have that car crash. And as long as I win that car crash, then we're pretty much Gucci.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it, man. You know, and yet again, for me, it's kind of weird because you already know Colby Covington love to talk. You know,
Yep.
He loves to promote his fights no matter what, and he's willing, you know, to push the envelope. But my man being quiet, it's been crickets. You know, like he ain't even came out and spoke about, you know, the whole, you know, him filling in, you know, and replacing Ian Gary for this main event. And plus, I think, you know, not saying he's from Tampa, but he close in Florida, right? He trains in Florida with MMA masters and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm surprised that Colby being quiet right now. You know, so I can't wait till I may actually able to see my man in person and see what we talk about.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, Buck, you bring up a good point with the character work, and I know you're a pro wrestling fan like me. I mean, just take a look at on my setup. I know you're a wrestling fan too, seeing you with Randy Orton. What do you think of Colby Covington, the character? Because I know a lot of people hate it, but I sit there and I'm very impressed at what he's done just with his mouth, with protecting his character. You've not seen him out of character too often the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 years. He earned a title shot. That last title shot he got, how long did he not fight? For like a year or something? And then he just gets it with his mouth.
Suarez.
So what do you think of Colby Covington, the character?
Let's talk about that,
I mean,
actually.
He did what he felt like was necessary at the time to develop this character, you know. And, you know, he says it's still him, but he kind of turns it up. But that's not really what it is. It's an act. I believe that the person that is, you know, somebody that kind of turns it up and is more bravado and uses a great persona is like a Conor McGregor, you know? Like the things about Conor McGregor, you know that's him, right? Now, and on the stage and, you know, during interviews, yes, he turns that up, but that's still him. With Colby Covington, I believe it's a complete act. But regardless of that, though, you know, it worked for him. So it's something that I feel like, yet again, it's something that he got to deal with because now this character and this act ain't giving him the things that he want no more. And I feel like that same value that character had, it ain't worth shit no more. So it is what it is.
It's always interesting when people start coming up the characters. You know, Conor had that character, Colby had a character, Hiro Cejudo had a character, and it's like when they try to be themselves, they're like, whoa, wait. Can you be cringe? Can you be the chaos? Can you be, you know, Money Mac? And I think for me, I thought it was always important just to be who you are, right? Don't put a mask on to try to sell more pay-per-views. Because at the end of the day, you know, characters don't cash checks. Characters don't win fights. It's a true martial artist who goes out there and whoops ass, chew bubblegum, and wins fights to go home and cash that check. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it because, you know, after being in St. Louis and getting to work with you and see your movement, and I was like, okay, you know, you want that car crash to happen, right? Because you know, you are the shorter athlete. Some 9 out of 10 times you are, but if you're always trying to force that car crash, and then now someone's going to help you, you know. With that car crash, it's going to make for a more exciting fight, and it's going to be, in my opinion, a lot easier to get the fight going.
And I definitely agree with you with Colby, right? We were on the same height. I got a way longer reach than him. You know, I think I got like, you know, 4 inches on him when it comes to the reach. So being able to have that car crash too, but I feel like for me, it's a lot of things that I can allow him to crash into. So now I can fight like the longer fighter. You know, I can put myself in a position where he has to find that void to get inside. Don't get it twisted now. I'm still going to be standing my ground, but you're going to have to get past that reach, and you're going to have to really, you know, work inside in order to really find the shots that he won't. And yet again, I love to test my conditioning as well and my pace against him because I think I got some of the best conditioning in the welterweight division, but I haven't shown that yet because, yet again, I've been knocking out everybody, right? You know, but when I go into, you know, just 15 minutes of fighting in the 3rd round, I'm not tired, you know? So I'm definitely up for the challenge to see how I'm able to compete, you know, with a 5-round fight.
Exactly. So who knows what he's been doing, right? Because you've been in the gym, you've been putting, you know, you've been putting rubber to the pavement, been fighting, been winning. I can't remember the last time I saw Colby fight. I think it's when he fought Leon Edwards, and he lost that. And Leon Edwards has already fought Bilal Muhammad, and he lost to that. So, he's almost kind of like been out of the game for a while. So it'd be curious to see what he's been doing. But I know you ain't worried about what he's doing. You ready to go out there and do what you do best.
I mean, funny enough, me and Colby got some pass. I went to Florida one time at MMA Masters, and I tried to get some work in with Colby. This when I was at middleweight though. So I ain't think yet again us training together, sparring with each other like will cause any issues. But yet again, Colby he didn't want no work. He did not want to spar. He didn't want to train. He didn't want to wrestle. He didn't want to do shit, And, I will pull up on him all the time and like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? What time you going to be in sparring? Oh, yeah, I'm going to be in about like 3 p.m. So I make sure to be there early. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, man, I'm going to get this work with Kobe. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And he don't show up. It'd be like 6, 7. I'm like, damn, all right, I guess it's time to go. And as soon as I'm about to pop out, he like, oh man, I forgot about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that's the cool part about it too, is like I got to meet the real Kobe too, right? Like not the character Kobe, but like
nice
the real
guy.
Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was faking with me, acting like he wanted to train, right? It was still like that persona that wasn't there, like that crazy ass like idea and that character wasn't there. So yet again, I'm just intrigued to see who I'm gonna meet, the real Kobe or of course the character.
Woo, shit, you just gave me goosebumps, dog. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, man. I think it's great that you're getting the opportunity to still stay as the main event for your fight, right? Because when they made that switch up, I was worried that they're going to take that main event spot away from you because...
Yeah, boy, I ain't gonna lie, I've been crying. I would have been crying like a motherfucker if they would have took that main event away from you, dog.
Because you even think about it, right? So, now let's look at the landscape. I feel like now there's more a clearer path. Right? Because you have Shawcott, Ian Gary, they're fighting. It's signing from an interim championship, right? It's just those two are going to fight. Most likely, the winner of that's going to get the title shot against Bilal Muhammad when he comes back from his injury. Then you have you and Colby fighting. If you beat Colby, then I think you're right in the line to get the winner of Shawcott, Ian Gary, whoever fights Bilal Muhammad, and then boom, you get to go in there next. So I think this is a more clear-cut path to the title where if you were to fight, Ian Gary, you still have Shawcott there. Who knows how long he's going to be. So I think this is a better, and it gives you the opportunity to fight somebody who's going to be coming after you for 25 minutes. Shit, who knows? You might get him out in two rounds, 3 rounds, but you get an experience under your belt. That way you can sit back and be like, okay, those guys just fought. I fought. Now I'm in a good position. If you win this is a 6-fight win streak, I believe. You sit down like, okay, now we're going to wait until and see what comes my way. And, we have a little talk at the facility. Okay, we know what's on the line, baby. We know it's time, what time it is, right? So
Yeah, you already know we're gonna keep it on the hush. But I got you, but I feel good. I feel like all the chips, you know what I'm saying, is on my side, bro. And I really feel like I'm just raking everything in. So with that being said, I feel like with the Colby situation and knocking them out, right? It gives me opportunity, bro. Like you said, bro, just to sit down and look at the landscape and how everything moves. So it just depends on what the UFC and Bilal, like how long y'all willing to wait, you know what I'm saying, to wait till somebody heals up. Because yet again, I know Buck gonna be ready regardless.
Oh. Oh, shit. What just happened there? Oh, my lights just went out. Oh, shit. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Boom.
Gotta pay that bill, dog. Come on,
no. It's one of the studio lights. Man, I pay my motherfucking bills. Don't you worry about that. One of the studio lights went out. Okay, well, boys, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my boy, Joaquin Buckley, for coming back on that Mighty Cast. It's just, we wanted to get back on here and to get his piece on what he thought about this matchup that changed from him fighting Ian Gary to going to Colby Covington, which I like this matchup a little bit better because there's no secret. Right? We know what Colby Covington's going to do. He's going to come forward, try to push a pace, and Buckley is going to respond with, fighting in the void, use that range. He's got reach advantage, and I'm excited to see it happen. So, Buckley, this is your opportunity to let people know where they can find you, how they can see. But bring back to full context, I like where Buckley is. I think he's in a very solid spot, and I think it's a very exciting time for him to be able to have the opportunity to still keep that main event against, a dangerous opponent. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Colby Covington. He's still good. Right? Because he always comes out to fight. And that's always, it's easier fight, but it's also hard at the same time. There's no guessing. You know what the fuck he's going to do. When you fight a guy like Ian Gary, it's very tricky. You don't know how he's going to play and use the void against you when Joaquin Buckley is the shorter fighter when he's going to take on Ian Gary.
There's Buckley and Mighty Mouse talking about the fight. And yeah, as they're saying, this is a pretty, once again, it's sounding like a bad matchup for Colby. He is someone that comes forward. And I believe, the fight with Gary is a pretty bad matchup for Buckley. He's pretty long and he's more defensive and looking to counter, while Colby is coming at him to fight for the most part. He didn't look that way in the Leon fight, unfortunately. But hopefully, this is my thing with the fight. I feel like Colby is just at a different level. All right. Colby's at a different level. Maybe Buckley is at that higher level and maybe Colby is regressing. Maybe we're at that point in each other's careers, and we'll find out on Saturday. But that's just where I think I am. But I think they're right, man. This is gonna be a car crash. It's gonna be a banger. I don't know if this fight is gonna go 5 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a crazy fight. Insane fight for in store for us all on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Who do you guys have this Saturday? Are you team Colby or are you team Buckley? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see you guys when I see you. I'll holla.